Hello everyone, TGIF. Another week has gone by. I hope everybody is staying safe and staying home and staying healthy. Today we're going to talk about unemployment a little bit. I know I've talked to quite a few people. Some are getting it, some are not. Some have run into some problems. The first thing I want to mention is I know we all think, and we do, work for Poly Products. Okay, Poly Products is a doing business as. The company used to be known as Poly Products back before the three current owners bought the business back in 2010. So there was a Poly Products and a corporate entity in Michigan back at that time. But at the time that the new owners bought the business, it still used the name Poly Products, but the official corporate name is ALR Products, Inc. Now, if you filed under Poly Products, that could be a problem, unless you gave them the correct either federal ID number, or even that could be a problem, or the correct unemployment account number. I'm going to hold up this here. Let's see if I can get it set up on the screen properly. This is the company name, the federal ID number, and the Michigan unemployment, which is the third number there. That's the unemployment account number. Make sure that when you file, you are using these numbers and this name. That will get you, the current company and be charged against the current company. If you haven't done this, if you use the wrong one, I'm not sure how you go about it, but you need to go back and edit or modify your claim so that you're using the right company. Just wanted to hold this up a little bit longer, so if you have a chance, you can write it down and make sure that you're using this name and these numbers. Okay, a couple of other things I want to just talk about is I've been trying to keep up with all the latest on this, and I'll just read a couple of things from this most recent information from the state. The Department of Labor Economic Opportunity in the state of Michigan upped its numbers of call takers from 150 in early March to more than 300 as of last week. The state is also working with a third-party contractor and will team up with Michigan Works to add more call takers. If you have to call in, that's what this is referring to. Hopefully you can do everything online. That's a much better way to do it. And doing it online between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. and on the days designated. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. If your name begins with A through L, you do it on certain days and so on. You can go back and listen to that. I don't have that with me, I don't think. No, I don't. I don't have that information here. The other thing I want to mention is one of the questions that gets asked often is, when can I expect to receive my unemployment money? And the basic answer is roughly 2 weeks after you file your claim. The first check will cover your first 2 weeks of unemployment. And those of you who have filed in the past, you're familiar with MIWAM, which is the Michigan's Automated Response Voice Interactive Network. Once you file your initial claim and you get your first check, you must certify every other week by calling into MIWAM. Another question is, how will I get my unemployment money? And you can get it two different ways. One is through a direct deposit, if you choose that, or you can also get it through a debit card. The direct deposit, I think, is a much more efficient way to do it. But if you don't have a bank account or you just don't want to do it that way, the debit card is the other option. It also says, as of early this week, which would be this week, the state was still waiting on guidance from the federal government regarding the additional $600 weekly unemployment payments. So that means you're not getting those yet. And you can thank the federal government for that. They expect to have an announcement coming soon regarding the rollout of that $600. Once the federal benefits are worked out, those payments will be sent out with the state's financial assistance. Payments from the federal government for the weeks beginning March 29th will be added as soon as administratively feasible. So they will come, but they're not coming yet. And I'll try to keep up with this, and I'll give you updates as I get them. So that's what I know about unemployment at this point. I heard from quite a few people today stating that they were healthy and all their family was doing well. That's a good thing. I love hearing that. I also had Greg stop by today, talked to him for a bit. I've talked to Jason Dewey a couple of times. He stopped by. And so it looks as though I haven't heard from everybody, but I've probably heard from better than half of our employees, and everybody seems to be doing fine. So that's good. That's all I have for now, I think. Again, have a safe weekend. Have a happy Easter. Be safe, though. I know it's a time for family gatherings and get together, but there'll be plenty of more Easters. So you want to be around for the rest of those Easters. So keep your distance, be safe, be healthy, stay at home, and stay strong. Talk to you again.